Good morning, my friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya, Sidegigcrafts. You guys craft along with me today as we make some ephemera to go with our stacked envelope pile. This is the pile we've been working on. This is the story we've been working on with Rob and Glenda. I have their ID cards here and their love letters are going inside and all kinds of goodies. So let's make some tags and some different ephemera to go inside there. I have found some vintage papers to go along with them. Perhaps this is their first home. There's Glenda. And there's the transportation, Rob outside the transportation department. Let's make some tags to fit in our project here. So I have actually gone into my vintage stash and found some fun things, including some, I think this is probably a Tim Holtz piece. We're going to use some of these things as well. So hey, welcome. So glad you're here. We've got a lot of new subscribers lately, and I just want to welcome them as well. I'm so happy that you have found us and joined into our YouTube community. If you guys are getting anything from these videos, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel, and it's free. So not only will you get great videos, fun conversation, hopefully, and the camaraderie that goes with that, you will be helping me out. So thank you for that in advance. We're going to use some of these pieces, things that I've been holding on to, and just really dive in here. Now I've got this old paper that I want to use. Well, it's not old paper. It's supposed to look like old paper. So don't let me lead you astray there. I have this card that was from, that is actually real vintage, but I have made copies to use as well. I thought this would be perfect for a transportation department lovebirds something. So we're going to use that, and I found this beautiful postcard that was gifted to me, and I feel like this may also be true vintage, but I'm not quite certain. There's a little sticker back here, and I can feel it. Unless that's washi tape. That could be washi tape. It says place stamp here. I mean, the paper's clean and everything. It doesn't look, I don't know, it's probably not vintage, but it was gifted to me along the way. And then I've got this. Looks like their wedding. Did they get married? Maybe we could put this on here. Wonder if I can trim this up just a little to make those roses show. Oh, I like that idea. Or we could put it on, no, I don't want to put it on that side. I should do that. I don't want to cut their shoes off though, but I could do it on the sides a little bit and then re-round the corners. I thought that would be cute, wouldn't it? Let's see if it would fit better there. It does. I think I'm going to take just a touch off the toes, you guys. I hate to cut their feet off. I don't want to, but I think I'm going to take a touch just off the toes and just a little bit on this side. I can't really take anything off the top because then I'll cut his head, and I don't want to do that. That I absolutely won't do. So we'll put them there. And I'm going to round those corners, I think. Yep, I do have my corner rounder. I need to get the one that a lot of you have with the different size corner rounders. I think that would be very helpful. I only have this one. I mean, it's worked so far, but it'd be nice to have options, wouldn't it? I don't want to scrape this up or anything. I think I do want to kind of rough up the card just a little bit, not a lot. It's already got some stitching that had gone through it. So we'll just kind of do a little bit of this here, and then we will ink the edges up a little bit. Just a little bit. Because this is something that they would have kept clean and you know, kept as a memento, right? They wouldn't have allowed it to get messed up. There we go. I'm just going to put a little, I'm just using what's already on this dauber because I don't want to add a lot of ink to it, so I'm just going to kind of faintly go around the outsides there. Let's put them on there. How cute is that? And that turns it into a postcard. Now on the back side, I think I want to put some coffee stains or something on there. And I'm going to use the same stencil I've been using. It's not a fancy one, but it'll match the other stuff that I used it on. So, you know, consistency, right? Hope you guys are doing great. Today is a sunny day so far here in Alabama. We've been expecting, I think, some cooler weather this week again. Nothing quite like we had that one week where it snowed and we had like 9 degrees. I don't think it was actually 9 degrees. It felt like 9 degrees, but I think it was 19. I think anything under 30 kind of feels the same to me. Just cold. Cold, cold, cold. Okay. I'm not used to it, so it's a big deal. All right, there we go. I think that's really cute. So that's going to go in there. Let's put a little bit of coffee stain just lightly on here. What did I do with that stencil? It should still be here. It is. It is. We're just going to go lightly over some spots. And I think I am going to use just a little Distress ink on there just to kind of ink it up a little. Nothing major. Because remember, they would have protected this, but if they got a little spottage on the back, I don't think it would have been as big a deal as the front, right? So we'll just put some little stains on there. Just lightly. Yep. See how that works out. Here, let's put a little here. A little darker. Put some of the, just a couple little darker spots. There we go. Should I put it on the front? Oh, lightly, lightly. Let's do just a little bit. Yeah, just enough that it adds something, but isn't too noticeable. I think I'll be okay. Just lightly. I probably should be using my brush instead of my sponge, but that's okay. There we go. I like it. Isn't that cute? Let's find a spot for it in our stack of envelopes here. Where should this go? Should this go in the red one? Maybe right in here. Right in there. They're so beautiful together. Oops, wait a minute. Hang on. I might have. This feels like it's a little stuck. No, it's good. All right, we'll stick it back in there. I don't know why it doesn't want to go in. There we go. All right, so we've got that in there. Now I have this out too. I think that they went traveling. I think they did. And this is actually a true vintage photo. I'm going to put this in here too. We're going to just stick it in. Perhaps that one already has a picture in it. Let's put it in. Is there a picture? Oh, that's the one I was just in. Is there a photo in here yet? No. Maybe I could use a map. Something with a map and put that in there. I'll probably do that later. I've got plenty of scraps of maps. And then let's put this. I'm thinking let's put this on the back of this paper. Maybe. And decorate it that way. Got lots of things, lots of fun things. I'm looking for my ruler. That should have been right here. I saw it a few minutes ago. Underneath. I might just cut it. We'll just cut it. Oh, you know what would be cute is if I used this, well, I don't want to make another envelope because I've got a stack of envelopes, right? So that's kind of redundant. Leave the signature on there of the artist. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I actually have this card. It's really, really pretty. And then you open it up and it shows, I think it's got the gentleman. It's like a 3D pop-up card. It's really cute. I think it shows him working on the car or something like that. I'm not sure. It's in my printer. I looked at it briefly yesterday. I love this part, and I think when I opened the full card, it was a surprise. I didn't know that was in there. So this is gonna be. We could do. It's too narrow. The paper's too narrow to do too much. I could. See, and it's not like this would be their time frame. This would just be maybe something they were interested in because of their jobs at the transportation company. Perhaps. I just tore that crooked. Maybe it stays crooked. Alright, now we're taking the artist's name off. I'm just going to make it smaller. I think I'm just going to make a journaling card out of it after all. We'll just take that off too, since we already tore into it. Alright, let's do it that way. Now, I could save these papers, but they're not actually vintage. They are copy paper. And so I can get more of that later. I don't need to keep that. I could put this on one of, oh, that's perfect. This is just a book page. This is just book page. I do need to use it because we've got it out here, and that's what I got them out for, is to make things with. So we could put this right here. That's pretty cute. Let's decorate this book page up. Yeah. Woo! Dropped it. Should we put a little bit of handwriting underneath that? Look at this. Let's see. Let's see if we like it. And we do. We do like that, actually. I do wish that was straighter, but I can cut it. Okay. So I'm going to put this part right there on there. And I'll kind of put it straightish. I don't know what it says or what this came off of, but it's kind of hard to read. I like it. There we go. So you can use, you can use all these things in all different ways. Your book pages, your scraps, your vintage stuff. Oops. Washi tapes. I feel like I cut through that paper. I guess I didn't. I was going to say you could patch up the holes that you just cut in the paper with washi tape. You could. Luckily it didn't cut. Alright, let's trim that a little closer, because that will bug me. Alright, and then on the inside of this, I don't want to put too much paper on this book page, because it's going to make it a little thick. But if I put some lined paper on the inside, It would be perfect for journaling. So I'll take off just a little off the edges of this. We'll just go right up to the line. How about that? I love this paper. I actually got this paper from Temu a while back. I don't have the link anymore because I took the app off my phone, so I apologize. I won't be able to link it, but you can look up, actually I have the package. Does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. But look up vintage paper, and you probably come up with something. If not the same one, you'll come up with something similar, I'm sure. Okay, we'll just glue that on there. Yeah, I was getting deep into too much purchasing there for a bit. So I took all the temptations off my phone. And I think I've mentioned it before. I want to start really supporting small businesses and my friends here on YouTube and their channels and their products and their digikits and that stuff, and move away from some of the, you know, stuff like Temu and AliExpress and all that stuff. I wanna come back home. Support those folks. That's my goal. So I mentioned it yesterday in the video, but also I want to mention it today. If you have favorite YouTube creators, please put them in the links below in the comments. I'd love to hear who your very favorites are, who inspires you the most. I would like to go check them out if I don't already know them, but I'd also like to promote them that way, that others can go down and look in the links and see who you're watching, and give them shout outs. And if they're smaller channels, even better, because I'd like to be able to shout them out and help them grow. So if you guys don't mind doing that, it is free to comment. I always answer every comment, unless it's a big meanie, then I just delete them. But, you know, it's a positive place to post those things, and I'd love to hear what you've got to say. So thank you in advance for that, and thanks for helping out my channel like that. So let's see, this is done. This has got a great place now to journal. Something could go here too, but like I said, I don't want to make it too thick. I just want it to be kind of fun. So the whole idea isn't just to make a story out of this, but also to provide journaling spots. I want this to be like a flip out journal kind of thing, not just a decorative piece. I want somebody to be able to use this in a way that inspires them, and I'm thinking journaling is a lot of fun. So let's put the letter in an envelope, just like that. That fits like a glove. Not OJ's glove. Not OJ's glove. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's use, I want to use this house too, because I feel like, you know, maybe Glenda was dreaming, or maybe they got married and moved into this home. Maybe this is their first home together. I love that idea. So I'd like to make another journaling spot for the biggest envelope out of this one. And we will keep this piece, because isn't that gorgeous? This old paper, it's even got a date on it, 1951. They're talking about different things. The flock of 65 Shropshire and Cheviot ewes brought 70 lambs last spring. It's a farming journal. Or not journal, but it was a farming ad, a magazine thing, brochure. I don't know. So, you know, maybe this is their first home or her dream home. Just making up stories as I go, because Valentine's Day is coming up. Why not have a little romance in our lives, right? So I think that is small enough that can fit in there, but big enough that it could be used as a journaling spot or something. And should I go again with, I think I'm just going to go again with this paper. A little glue on the back again. Collage it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be too thick. We will put this, we could put this here, or the other way. I have these other pieces too. I was thinking maybe, oh, I wanted to put this one separately. Let's see. And that's just a cartoon ad that I was thinking of using more collage-wise. Here's some part of that. More leisure, something, raise it in cattle, something. Ooh, does the truck fit on here? I don't need this side, but this actually fits rather well. It's a little big, and that's okay. If we glue this down here at the bottom, I could chop that top half off, and I'd be perfectly happy with that. We're just going to glue this over. We're going to use this as a... I don't know how to use it otherwise. At least not in this story. And I do want to use these things on my desk because I pulled them out for this. Alright. This is how you can use your Scrappy-Doos too. I got that paper just sliding down my desk. Thank you so much, paper, for that. Now I could potentially just fold this over and then cover the back, which maybe I'll just do that. That'll probably be easiest. And we can leave some room for journaling. Okay. Some scissors here. Or potentially we could just leave that top part. We could put this way, fold it back over the other side, and then we can tag it up. Because this is a solid color and I like it. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. There we go. And I could take some lined paper, or just even this paper. If it was straight, maybe. Or even maybe not. We could put it on just like this. I think I'll do that. Oh, shoot, I tore it a little short. Okay, we'll just move it up. We can do that too. Not a problem. Okay. I do like the cartoon on the other side, but it's going to probably be hard to place, so we'll just use it this way. I probably have the rest of the page of this somewhere. And I don't like this vintage paper to go to waste at all. It's so pretty, the color and everything, just the texture, the feel of it. I'm even going to leave that hanging off the edge because I feel like that helps lead to, you know, its authenticity as an older piece. And then I want to put, I don't want to use that paper though. I was going to say I want to put a tab on here, but I don't want to use this paper because it's so fragile. If it gets stuck into the envelope at all, it'll come undone or it'll tear. What about if I make a tab out of something like this? I think I like that idea. Here, just tear it on both sides. I don't need the whole piece, but I think if I go like this and fold it this way, approximately in half will do. There we are. It would be super cute sewn across too, but I don't really want to do any sewing in this project. I don't wanna. Let's put their ID cards aside for a minute. Now we could put this in here. I'm afraid it'll get lost down here. So, you see, if it slides down here, it's going to be really hard to reach. So that's not going to work. But we could put it back up in, well, there's more transportation stuff there. If I put it in there, we're just going to put it in this one. Or, you know what we could do? That would be really cute. We could put a little pocket down here. and leave this out in front of that tab and it'll actually hold it shut. That's a great idea. What about this old wallpaper? This could be her old wallpaper. Well, I like it and I don't. I do and I don't. What about if we put it like something here? Perhaps. Maybe not this paper, but something here. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? That would do something more for this part and give it a purpose. Or we could put it here, which would also be nice. We'd have to put the pocket down here, which is the part that would show. Or it doesn't make it any more difficult to lift, so that would work. Let's do that. Yep, let's do that. Okay, not with the wallpaper. I don't think that's going to be the right move here. Calendar's almost wide enough. What if, I'm going to trim this up just a slight bit, you guys, so that calendar will work. I think I'm going to leave that edge. Will that work now? That will work now. If I'm careful to keep the glue on the outside of that paper, this will work just fine. I think I'm putting that right there, and then I'm going to fold this back over. Let's ink it first. Both sides. This is just kind of how you add to the, add to the project. So your envelope doesn't have to be the end of the story. You can actually add on to it and, decorate the outsides of it and all that. So I'm just being very careful to stay right to the outside. We're going to go to right about here. I want to make sure it's tall enough to hold that tag in there. And spread it out. Don't go spreading in because the glue will go in. And then I've already got glue on this side, so let's go ahead and put it up this way. And then this could be a tuck too, because I didn't glue that part down. So let's hold on to it till it stays. I found life is the most wonderful story. Oh, let's use some of these on here. For I am the dreamer, life is the dream. Ideas are the lost and found of the artist. The future belongs to the curious. Let's put some of these on there. At least one. At least one. Okay, so this is going to go here. And I didn't ink that. And I want to ink this right here. Make that a little more dingy. Just a little. And now that I tore that, let's dinge that up just a little bit more. Or didn't tear it, but I cut it. Okay. So that will go there. Okay. Transportation is the way that they met, right? So that's kind of fitting. That's kind of cute. All right, and then I think these will have to be hot glued, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my hot glue gun while we're working here. Here's another nice piece of paper. This is kind of cool because we could put a stamp on here and attach it somehow so that it looks like it was, something that meant something. Maybe put it here. What should we put on there? What should we put on there? That is the question. Let's look through this pile again. We've got words. No. We've got this, but this is going to need something sturdier, and that's not gonna work. I've got Christmas over here. What's happening? I've got stamps. I got faux stamps that I've made. That'd be kind of cute on there, maybe, or added to the project somehow. Let's see what's in this little bucket, since that's where I'm finding my Tim Holtz stuff. And some little fun little treats that have been made, or I've made, and let's see what else we've got now. Christmas. Anything else? We've got a little coffee cup. No. Thought about it for a minute. I was like, how can I make that work? Which would be really cute, but... Oh, I forgot about those. How cute they are. Always choose to do your best. Somebody gifted those to me too. I love them. Obviously, I'm still hoarding them. I've got some Brads here. Let's pull those out in case I want to use some of those today. I've got a bow. There's a golden white bow. That's pretty. We could use that somehow maybe. Because remember, this is a Valentine project, even if it's not traditional. So we might, I'll put that back. I don't know if I can't, I don't know how to make this work. I mean, I know how to make it work. I don't know how to make it work in the project. Maybe we could do something with it. I'm gonna hold on to it. Maybe there's something. Maybe. We're gonna figure it out. All right, I have this fabric that would be kind of fun to put in there. We can make a little, I don't know, if fabric, put that away. I'm not gonna make that work. There's no way. That's too, I doubt they had coffee koozie things on then. Put this, we need to put this fabric on here somehow. Maybe this is a sample of the drapes or something that she put in her house. Maybe it could be, or her tablecloth or something. It did come off of a placemat that I found at the thrift store. Let's use that somehow. I'm not sure about the stamp. I think we could use it, but I'm not quite sure exactly how we want to do that. Because we don't have the front of the envelopes really anywhere. Except maybe this one, but I covered that spot where that would have been. And this one is covered as well. Actually, that's kind of cool. We could do that. Okay. Used one. Yay, we used one. I love making these stamps. I haven't made them for a while though, because I've got, oh, I actually don't think I have a lot of them left, but I think I shared them. That covers up Department 177. We're going to leave Department 177 showing, so we're going to glue this off to the side just a little bit. Put this just to the side, like right there. Actually, a little closer, right there. That looks nice. And then we'll put the truck back in there. I actually have a picture of my grandpa had a truck like that for his electrician company. And I think I have that photo somewhere. I feel like maybe I want to put a Brad, like right here. Let's poke a hole in there. Just decoratively. Doesn't serve a purpose, just decoratively. And then I'll put some washi on the back side of it. We'll put that down tight. And well, actually, I like the back just the way it is. I don't need to put washi on that. There, that adds something. I like it. I like it. Is it coming along? I think it's coming along. Okay, and then how are we going to let's implement this somehow. How can we put this in here in such a way that she might have kept it? I don't know. This might be a stretch. This might be a stretch. We could probably put something here maybe. I have an idea. I have an idea. Now, I have a pamphlet from a cruise that maybe that's something they did together. And maybe that's part of the napkin that she used on that cruise. But once again, I don't see it. All right, well, oh, maybe it's on this side. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. No, it's sure not. All right, well, we're not going to use that one then. But I'm finding a few more scraps that we might be able to grab. Let me grab them and bring them to you. They're cool, so hang tight just a second. Ooh, that's neat. I'm going to hold on to that. Hold on. Some of the photos I found at this shop are just so funny. Oh shoot, something tore. Okay, let's pull this. Let's pull this. I might be able to do some of these things. Some of the things I want to scan and keep. But the more I see that there, the more I like it. Some things I want to scan and keep, and some things I'm happy to use. This is about Nixon. Everyone's sword phase 9. Let's see, is there a date on here? Birmingham. It's sunny that day. 1973, Saturday, July 21st, 1973. Birmingham weather forecast. That's actually kind of cool. We're not using that. I'm going to scan that. That's pretty neat. What about this one? What is this? A martini's other half. Vermouth. Perhaps they had drinks. Let's see. In High Spirits by Mason Coro. Birmingham News, February 19th, 1973. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, that's a maybe. I mean, we could use it. I don't really care to keep that one necessarily. Look what I found while I was in there. I mean, I know I had it, but The Busy Man's Friend. It's an old book cover, you guys. Look at this. The Busy Man's Friend. Isn't that cool? You know that's going to be a journal. It has to be. I absolutely adore this. And I'm really glad I grabbed it. It's very fragile, but this feels like real leather. Or is it fabric? I don't know. It's really cool. So we're going to be making something out of that soon. Okay. Now, I got some recipes. Looks like maybe these recipes. The journal, tear out food pages. Do you guys like looking at this stuff? Or do you feel like it's me wasting time? I'm definitely not wasting time as I'm trying to find different things, but this one is really tore up. I don't think I'm going to be able to use this in Pages. I don't think I'll be scanning this into anything, but I also don't think this fits our project today. So I'm going to set this aside. Calendar. This we can definitely use because it doesn't have a year on it. We can definitely use this. This is just a page out of a book that tore out. Look at the little monkey. Automobile refinishing. What? We have to use that. Okay. Because we're talking about transportation. What is that? Saturday Evening Post. There's a recipe for jambalaya, court bouillon. How can you better the best? Look at that typewriter. The best typewriter. It's a typewriter ad. Let's see if there's a date here. March 26th, 1949 is the date of this Saturday Evening Post. Isn't that neat? Wow. This has just been sitting around somewhere, collecting dust, waiting for me to use it. Well, not waiting for me to use it, but waiting for someone to use it because it was in a bookstore. So let's go ahead. I'm going to set that one aside. Actually, you know, she could have worked in the office, and that's why she's got those closing reports. So maybe this is also a journaling card. It's too big to keep that size though. Okay, let me think on that one a minute. I also pulled this, Henley's Formulas for Home and Workshop. I definitely use this. These papers feel fairly new. This is the revised edition 1927, copyright 1979. Okay. This is the 1979 edition. So this isn't as old, but that's still quite old. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This paper is actually pretty sturdy and it's blank. Let's see if this one will fit. I'm going to keep that fabric there because I'm kind of liking it, really. This would actually fit into maybe this. You'd have to cut it a little bit, but not that much. This would be great in here. But I want to keep this stamp or sticker thing on there. So let's, I think I'm going to cut on this one. Let's cut this down this way and a little bit this way. I think that'll be a much better fit. Much better for journaling, for sure. Put those aside. Should we put this calendar on it? Again, I don't know what year this was. I don't know how long they've been doing Earth Day or Secretary's Day or any of that, but I think it's fun on there. Let's go ahead and tear it. And glue it on there. Set this aside. So I'm just making a card to journal on, or you could use it for a, you know, a sturdy place to write. Just something sturdy, not too bumpy. Oop, I kind of laid that down wrong. Can't really go off the edges too much because I don't have to cut it again, and I think I did a little bit. Doggone. I think I can trim it. Oh, I'm getting some sunshine through my window. Isn't that nice? Okay, there we go. There's that. And then I was thinking maybe we could put this up here. Or even, well, I don't want to cover that. Might have to. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. What is it, Cashy? Say hello to your fans. Say hello to your fans. They have been waiting for you. How much do I care? I think I'm just going to tear this part off right here too. do really like that monkey. Let's put this way, and then we can put something over here. I think I'm going to tear the bottom off of this too. Might tear that in half because it is ripped right there, but that's okay because we'll glue it down and fix it. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I think I can use that other brown paper that's sitting right there. To make that complete. There you go, little monkey. I think that's cool that that turns out to be an automotive ad of some sort. What is it, baby? Oh, shoot, but that takes off that word. It's too big. Well... do that. What? What? What is it, Mama? Tell me all about it. Oh my gosh, she woke me up in the middle of the night just wanting love, love, love. Yeah, you were pretty funny. Pretty funny waking me up like that. I know. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Tell me more. What else? I said I wasn't going to collage this, but I'm totally collaging this. Totally. And I'm going to love it too. Watch. What are you doing? Why are you yelling? I know you don't need anything. I know you don't. What is it? You've been fed. You've been given scritches. Your box is clean. What you want? All the attention, huh? Just all the attention. That's what you want. I feel like this can go right here. I know it's just a simple little thing, but boop. There, we used it. We're going to use all of it. I could even put this here. Do we want to? I think it's kind of cool, yeah? Why not? Sure, these are all things that we would find inside the shop, right? Absolutely. Typed up papers. Okay, so there we go. So this side is open for journaling. Got the automotive thing there. Could totally put this right back here. Then we'd be using it. But do I feel the need to use it that badly? I don't know. It's not really covering anything. Let's just do it. We'll add a few stamps on here too. What, baby? What, baby? I know. You're cranky. You are cranky. I hear you. Alright, should we do some stenciling on this one too? Keep it cohesive. Just a little bit here and there. Doesn't need much. Yeah. Sorry for the shaky shakes. And we'll do it the same on here. I don't know if it'll stick to this glossy paper. Let's see. Yep, it does actually. This is tearing up my stamp pad, I think. Should probably be using my brush. Okay, should we put any kind of... Oh my gosh, she's really going at it. She is not happy. I mean, she's not unhappy, but it sounds like it. Sounds like she's unhappy. I don't know where my block is. Let's use this. This will work. It's in this pile somewhere. Oops, let's do the fine print thing. The only thing about using this is it's longer, so I have to make sure I have room. And then we'll do Department 177. And we can even do Transportation Company just above it, just like that. Two birds with one stone. And let's see. We'll just do that. There we go. I like it. Kind of ties it back into the whole thing. And I'm going to use this Transportation Company thing right here too. Make it look like it's one of their ads. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. I did really like this. I'm going to put this on this side. And I think I'm going to put it around here. There. I think that's all I'm going to do to that. Okay? Doesn't need... I say that, and then I see something else on the desk. Like, it doesn't need anything else. Except that thing right there. That's right there. Okay. And then you know what I'd like to do? Where is that checked one? It was with the blue. Did I see if it stuck onto the blue? I did not. I kind of want to just take a pen and circle Secretary's Day. Because it's Secretary's Day. And she would have marked that, right? Okay. So let's leave that alone. Alright, let's put this in here. Just like that. Perfect fit. Alright, you guys. One last thing I think I'm going to do today on this little guy is make a closure for here. And I think what I'd like to do... You know what I think I'd like to do is make a... I know what I want to do. We're going to take the butcher's twine, and instead of putting a giant bow on this, we're going to use the butcher's twine to wrap around to hold everything down and hold it together. Because that is also something she probably would have found in her shop. And I think I may have red. I hope I do. I have a dark pink. I have, what is this color? That's orange, maybe not orange. What's that one back there? That's also orange. Should we use pink? I don't have red. Another option would be black, which would be fine with me as well, because that works. Or I have a green, which actually ties in nicely to some of the other colors that I've used. I think black is probably the best, but well, pink is cute. Let's use black. She wouldn't have found pink string in her office. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do today to create on here, and then I think I'm going to probably just come back to you guys with the real finished project. I say that. We didn't put the Tim Holtz thing on here yet. Life Itself is the Most Wonderful Story is the one I think I want to go with, because we're trying to tell a story, right? We're trying to kind of tell a story with this thing, with this theme. In a way. I mean, it's going to turn into somebody else's story, but I think that would be cute, really, right there. Or even there. What do you guys think? I ask you guys that a lot, don't I? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. Should I put it there? I'm going to be stuffing this full. This is actually going to be for someone. So as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about what they would like to. I think I'm putting it here. I don't know if hot glue works for these, does it? It may not. We will find out. Probably not. But I'm going to try. Okay, so now let's make that closure in the back. For that, I'm going to need my hole punch, this guy, and I'm going to need some sturdy paper. And let's see. I don't have a lot of sturdy paper on my desk right now since I have all this vintage stuff. But there's got to be something here. I think I found some. What is it, baby girl? Baby girl. Use this and then cover it with something vintage-y. Use 2 of those. Make sure it's strong. And then I'm going to glue these together so there's no chance that pretty brand new plaid looking stuff is going to show. I thought it would be cute, wouldn't it? How about one of these? That would be beautiful. And I do have blue throughout, so that will work nicely. There. See, that would look nice too, but it would just blend in. Excellent. This is going to go here. We're going to need an awl. We're also going to need to not poke our fingers, and we're going to need to color these edges because white won't work. White is not going to work there. It's not going to look nice. There's the brownish. There's the darker one. That's what I want. I apologize, guys. I'm getting deeper and deeper into my mess. Hey, look, I found brown. The one that let's use that piece. I need to use it. Anyway, hopefully, I think it's enough. There we are. Let's make sure this is nice and distressed right here too. Doesn't seem to be making a difference, does it? Okay. Did I poke a hole there? Not yet. Not yet. Alright, right. Right there would be good. Another one of these brads. I don't want the square one. Let's get the round one. Maybe a smaller one next time. Okay. There we are. Yeah, this will be long enough. Tie it on there. We'll just leave that piece, and then this can wrap all the way around as many times as we need to and go back around that way. So that'll hold it shut. You guys, this is coming along so cute. And yeah, it did stick on there. So, I'm going to be filling it up for my friend, but this is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you like it. I will do one more flip through once it's done. Once she's received it, I will post that video, so stay tuned for that. Again, if you found anything interesting, exciting, or something useful in this video, please hit that like and subscribe button to show YouTube that it's worth watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Love you once again. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.